across the spectrum and around the globe, we bring you World Combat Sports.
World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah. World Combat Sports, yeah.
He brings so much excitement to the division by his knockout power, but Ortiz can punch also, as we saw in the first fight. I don't think they realize how much Deontay has improved.
Yes.
By learning from what he did wrong in the first fight, and no excuses, he won, but he was sick.
Correct.
Now he's well, and I expect him to win by knockout. And the things that Ortiz expects, he's not going to see.
Okay, it's good to see that, hear that prediction from you. You know, he's going to win by knockout.
Yes.
A lot of people are talking because Luis Ortiz lost all that weight, that he's going to be much more fluent on his feet. What do you think about that?
I don't think Tyson had a very good saying. Everyone has a plan until I hit him. And I just watched Deontay do his last workout. I mean, God, is he hitting hard. He's just hitting so hard.
Yes. He's the hardest hitter in boxing. He's going for his 10th defense. How special is that? You know, to have a fighter like Deontay Wilder going in there for his 10th defense, 41-0, 40 knockouts.
It's fabulous. And the guys who went the distance hit the floor. Yeah. It wasn't like they didn't escape it.
Exactly.
He's just special. He's like, to me, a big Tommy Hearns. The way Hearns is the only guy to stop the Rand. And this guy is just special. I knew it when I saw him in the amateurs. I've been with him 12 years. And he's growing and maturing as a person and as a fighter. And that's a great combination.
And solid point there. We're on the eve of, you know, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, but also we're about to see Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz.
On the 7th.
Yes.
The thing that's going to make it, it's so hot, the wind, right? The difference is, does Joshua have the mental strength to overcome it? Because most likely he's going to get hit. Whether he gets hurt bad or not, he's going to get hit. And he succumbed to it in the last fight. And the thing that I don't think people realize, and if you rewatch the fight, he dropped him, Ruiz got up, dropped him twice, he came back somewhat, and then, I think it was the 6th round, he got hit with a body shot, and he went like that, and then the next round it ended. And it'll be interesting if he has the mental strength to overcome what happened. That was pretty...
So you think Andy Ruiz is going to end still and retain?
I think he's got a very good shot of it. Okay. Going into the fight, I didn't think he'd win. I think the rematch, he's got a very good shot of it. He wanted his belts back, so he did. If I were his corner, I would have maybe brought him back a little slower. Make sure he was mentally, okay. He said, which if it was my fighter, I wouldn't have let him say, he said that he was shocked by Deontay's knockout of Brazil, and it shook him. I wouldn't have told that to anyone.
Anthony Joshua speaking about being shook, seeing Deontay Wilder's knockout of Dominique Brazil in 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
Well, it's because before that fight, he said, look, took me 7 rounds to knock out Brazil. If it takes 8 rounds for Deontay, it'll show who the better man is. And then Deontay blew him out in the first round, and I think that shook him when he realized he had gone 7 rounds with the guy. He had him down, the guy got up, Deontay's a different person, period. He's just God-given power. It's just amazing.
And his ring IQ is underappreciated too, Deontay
Yes.
Wilder. You know, because they saying he just has all this right-hand power, but in order for you to deliver that,
You have to get there.
you have to get there.
And also, I'm not looking for any bad omens, but he's never been on the floor. He got hurt with Ortiz. He fought his way back. He didn't quit or dog it. Look, I think he's very special, and I should if I'm working with him. But he proves it every time.
So 2020, we might see the unification after we determine a winner between Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua.
We'd
You
love
think
that.
we'll be-
We'd
Okay.
love it. We'd love just before. Here's my date.
All right, Jay, you got any words to say, you know, about the energy this weekend? You know, me and Mr. Finkel were just talking about how special it is for Deontay to be in here for his 10th defense.
It's all about Mark Breland. Mark got a good workout in. Say, yeah, this is incredible because I think Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, some others, Ali had 9. I'm not sure about Ali, but the others consecutive. And this is 10. This is a big deal. And look, nobody's ever had an easy time with Luis Ortiz,
Correct.
right? So people can talk about, you know,
Losing weight
They
and
can
all
talk about Joshua, and they can talk about Fury, and they can talk about Ruiz and all that, but none of that matters without a victory Saturday night. So that's why we're so focused on Luis Ortiz, because he's such a good fighter, and you know nobody wanted to fight him before, and nobody's wanted to fight him since. So only Deontay's the one to bless him. So this is why we're here, and it's a big fight. I think the boxing world should tune in because these are the 2 best heavyweights in the world today.
And you all have had an epic ride, epic journey. You've been with Deontay since day one.
Yeah.
How special it is to see him going in here and establishing himself with the greats with the 10th defense of the WBC.
Oh, I mean, it's phenomenal. I'm so proud of everything, not just in the ring, but out of the ring. You know, he's thinking like, you know, a successful guy. He's thinking investments. He's thinking doing smart things with his time, doing smart things with his money. He's got a platform. He's speaking his mind about issues of importance, you know, and these type things. So these are all things that you sit back as somebody that was there on day one, and it just, I'm so proud of him. But it's only, you know, the journey continues. This is still an ongoing thing. So we're all works in progress, and this story has not reached its final chapter yet.
Absolutely.
Are you ready to go? He'll keep us here for
All right, one more.
One more question. The weight loss. Everybody's making a big deal about Luis Ortiz losing weight.
Well,
like he's going to
look,
be more fluent.
tell
on
you
the
a quick
feet.
story. I played college baseball at about 190 pounds. I boxed when I wasn't playing baseball. I got down to about 168. Came back, was in the best shape of my life. Came back to baseball and couldn't get anybody out. Guys were hitting the ball so far, they ain't found them yet. They're still in the stratosphere, and it was because I didn't have the strength. So who knows? It really depends on, is the weight loss functional? Like, has the weight loss meant an increase in strength and cardio? That we will find out Saturday night, because if it's like Ali against Larry Holmes, if it's like Riddick Bowe against Andrew Golota the second time, you know, you're talking about the exact opposite, it actually being detrimental. So that can go both ways. He's not a young guy, so to do this with your body at that age, and I'm a guy that's 51, I know that can be problematic. So we'll see what happens, but hey, you know.
Outstanding, Jay. Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Team Bomb Squad. Mr. Finkel, thank you.